When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Akers. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now they're going to settle in. We're good. We got this.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keep it on the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Horned Frogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They've got the screen set up. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the deep touchdown, Horned Frogs. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Akers. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Akers. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Burks. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Utes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Catch in the middle. It's Heath. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A productive play is one that it gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
On the direct snap, it's Harris. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On the run, still looking. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Bringing it out. Continues to fight for yards. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing.
Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And they swarm him under.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Burks. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wide open downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. He makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Touchdown, Utah! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the corner. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
From the gun, the ground game. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his back in the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Utes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
The Utes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. In the red area, it's Keith. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Harris. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Utes will punt this one away. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Akers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got a man, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. BYU is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 20 over Kansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Utes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He's got him. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Utes want to move quickly. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dances away to buy time.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute.
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Right on target this time. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or...
Touchdown, TCU! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Finding open areas. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Akers. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but...
Touchdown, Utah! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Coming out with it, it's Finley. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Harris. knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this offense tries the run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Off play action. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but